This is Politicos 254, bringing you a story that has left us with more questions than answers. This is the story of Simon Warui, a 26-year-old father of one from Umoja, Nairobi. 1 minute he's home, the next minute he's found dead in a morgue in Mombasa. Simon, who is a regular guy who sold electronics in Ngara, went missing from his home on Sunday, September 14th, 2025. His family filed a report with the Kamkunji Police Station that very day, and for days there was nothing but silence. And then, on Thursday, September the 18th, there was a phone call. Warui allegedly calls his wife and brother with a borrowed phone, his voice sounding off. He tells them he's at the Catholic Cathedral in Mombasa. Allegedly, he's been found by a nun and a security guard who say that he was disoriented. He's alive, but something is wrong. His family immediately begins the desperate journey from Nairobi to Mombasa to bring him home. Guys, quickly like, share and subscribe, and also turn on the notification bell so that you can see our posts immediately we drop. Let's get down to business. This is where the story gets really murky. Instead of waiting for his family at the Mombasa Cathedral where he was found, some reports say that a quote-unquote good Samaritan who remains unnamed allegedly takes Simon to Mombasa Central Police Station for a welfare check. Other reports say that DCI and police officers arrived at the church and took him to Central Police Station in Mombasa, where he was allegedly facing charges for stealing 170,000 shillings from the electronics shop in Ngara. Now, by Thursday evening, Simon is dead. The family arrives in Mombasa ready to bail him out. They even bring him food, but the police deny them access, telling them to come back later. Afterward, they hear the horrifying news that Simon is dead and his body has already been moved to the Coast General Hospital's morgue. The police claim that Simon tried to climb a wall in the cells but fell and died. However, an autopsy report told a very different story. The report released on Friday, September the 19th, concluded that Simon had a fractured neck and had died from lack of oxygen to the brain due to a hemorrhage. Activists and his family are calling the police story implausible. This is after the police allegedly changed their story, initially claiming that he was complaining of chest pains when they took him to the Coast General Hospital. Now, this isn't an isolated incident. This case adds to the custodial deaths this year, with parallels to the murder of Albert Ojwang, which sparked unrest in June 2025. And with Simon, the red flags keep piling up. I mean, how and why did he vanish from Nairobi to Mombasa? Also, why was he taken to the police station if he could have waited for his family at the Coast Cathedral? Also, why hasn't any CCTV footage from the police station been released? And again, the quote-unquote good Samaritan who brought him to the station is still a mystery. And most importantly, the police explanation completely contradicts the autopsy findings. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, or IPOA, has been called to investigate, but we know that to this point IPOA is practically useless. Now, with this in mind, pressure from activists and citizens is absolutely crucial. We need answers for Simon's family, we need accountability, as this could have been any one of us. This isn't just about one young man. It's about a system that claims to protect us but fails to hold itself accountable. Share this video, keep asking questions, and let's make sure the truth for Simon Warui and others who have died in police custody comes to light.